I I decided to break the window on the right side of the entrance. I slammed my body against the door as hard as I could. Let's break the window. I hit the window with my fist as hard as I could to break it. You're coming too, Nami. I pushed my way through the broken window and pulled Nami inside. Phew. We're safe for now, huh? Oh, you're bleeding. Nami grabbed my hand. Of course you're bleeding. You just punched a window. My left hand had been scratched and it was bleeding. Oh, it'll be fine. Just a scratch. I sucked at the wound. Don't do that. You'll need to get it properly treated. Nami took out a handkerchief from her pocket and wrapped it around my hand. It smelled faintly of roses. This is all I can do for you for now, but I'll tend to it later. Thanks. I felt a bit bashful. But anyway, the lock's useless now, huh? Whoever owns this place will probably give us an earful once they find out. Well, we'll just have to apologize to them ahead of time then. I stood up and looked around. It was a spacious entrance. It's clearly a ref. It's clearly a. Oh no, yeah, it's a weird. I don't. Again, I just the snake situation just seems a little odd in my opinion. Like, I don't think a snake would actively go after someone like that. In my personal opinion, just as someone who's had to deal with a rattlesnake before, like, they're pretty territorial. Like, if you don't approach them after they do the rattle, 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 then you're fine. I don't know. Maybe it's just a cheesy writing technique. It was a spacious entrance. There was a hall with stairs leading up to the second floor, and a large chandelier hung from the ceiling. On the left side, there was a large brick fireplace with a cloth-covered sofa set in front of it. Is anyone home? I raised my voice and walked further inside. We've just let ourselves in. Nami also shouted out, but nobody replied. Maybe nobody's home. Yeah. Well, whatever. Let's sit down for a while. I'm exhausted. I walked over to the sofa. I saw there was a suit of Western-style armor that had been placed beside the fireplace. I'd seen suits of armor on TV and photographs, but this is the first time I had ever seen one in person. People fighting in the Middle Ages actually wore those things. It occurred to me how heavy it must have been for those people to wear them. Hey, what's up with that? Nami tapped my shoulder. What's up with what? That. There. Nami pointed over to the right side of the entrance hall. A large aquarium had been placed up against the wall. There wasn't anything particularly unique about the shape of it. It was just an ordinary looking glass aquarium you'd find anywhere set in a silver colored frame. Problem was the size. It was abnormally large. You think there's something inside? I went over to the aquarium. The inside of the glass was covered with mildew, and the water was really dirty. Even if something was in there, you wouldn't be able to see what it was. Okay, I reached over the top and tried to stick my hand in. I thought about taking a peek from above. Okay, don't stick your hand into a dirty aquarium, especially considering you have cuts on your hand. Let's see that. I thought about peeking from above. Thinking I could take a peek from above, I moved over a small sofa that was in front of the fireplace. Standing on the sofa and looking down, I could see a black mass within the dark water. I couldn't tell if it was a creature, some kind of boulder, or maybe algae. I didn't have any idea. Well, do you see anything in there? No, nothing. At that moment, the black clump moved a little. Something that looked like a ping pong ball floated up from the top. Ugh! I looked away. It smelled like rotten fish, and the stench made me feel nauseous. I held my breath as I looked down once more, but I couldn't see anything had changed. What could that have been? My dude. What could have. My dude has no awareness. He's just like, I'm gonna stick my hand. Oh god. I feel like this is like, I don't want to say stupid, but like, dude, you don't stick your hand into that. This is why I didn't pick the hand sticking option. What could have that been? And then, it came from the second floor. Someone's got to be here then. Let's go see. I walked up the stairs at the entrance. Hey, huh? Even though we'd come so far as to walk up the staircase, Nami was whispering to me. What should we say if we meet whoever lives here? Well, be honest with them. Tell them we had an accident on the road. What else are we supposed to say to the... Huh? What's the matter? Wasn't there a suit of armor over there? I pointed to the side of the fireplace. Yeah. Oh. The suit of armor had vanished. Okay, this is, again, Scooby-Doo level. The Scooby-Doo level is high, is pretty high. Like, there was an episode of Scooby-Doo where they were in a like, I feel like there's several episodes where they go to a mansion after their car breaks down. And, like, I vividly remember one where it's, like, there was gold buried in the well or something. And this is reminding me of that so much. Well, whatever. Let's go and check out that sound anyway. At the top of the stairs, the corridor went to the left and to the right. I think the sound came from this way. We walked down the hallway to the right. Which room could it be? Shh. I can hear it again. This is it. Knock, knock. There's no reply. Are they not here? I opened the door without hesitation. It was dark inside. It didn't seem like anyone was there. There was a wooden table in the corner to the left with an electrical light stand on it, which glowed with a red light. I saw another table, a smaller one beside it. It had a checkered cloth on the top of it and a single book. I stepped inside of the room. Whoa. The door suddenly slammed shut behind me. Okay, I did just jump a little bit, like, in my chair when I heard the sound. It was a little scary. A little spooky. Just a small spook. I panicked. I turned the doorknob. Still, I paid it no mind and walked over to check out the book on the table. Nami, look at the door. I yelled. Look at the door. Like, we can look over the book later. Nami, look at the door, I yelled. It's okay. It's open. I could hear a sound coming from inside the room. Huh? Is someone in there? Something strange happened. The table with the book set upon it was moving closer to me. Or so I thought. Turns out it was a wheelchair. The person on the wheelchair had a book on their lap, and I had mistaken for a table. I couldn't see the face of the person sitting in the wheelchair because they were lit from behind. Oh, sorry for coming in uninvited. We did knock first, but I bowed down to the person in the wheelchair, and their legs caught my eye. They were so thin, I felt they might shatter into pieces after a mere touch. I raised my head back up. Oh, sweet Jesus! There was a brown skin, sullen eyes, and sat a mummy. Oh God, no. That scared me. That was scary. I don't like this. This is scary. Oh God, I don't like this. This is a. It's no. Scary. I don't like this. The light from the stand cut out and the room went totally dark. Did the wheelchair just move? Whoa. I stepped backwards. Ah! Nami tugged at my clothes. The squeaking of the wheelchair was coming closer and closer. My hands trembled and I wasn't able to open the door. Hurry up and open it. We practically fell over ourselves to escape into the hallway. But oh God, but it was pitch black outside of the room, too. I couldn't tell left from right. Nami, where is my flashlight? How could I know? Can't remember. Hey, was there anything else that could be used as a light source? We could search for my flashlight for starters. We could maybe use the lighter in my pocket. Let's do the lighter in the pocket. Maybe I could use the lighter in my pocket. I caught a glimpse of the staircase just a short distance away. There. We headed downstairs in a panic. The flashlight had been dropped right in front of the aquarium. Ow, ow, it's hot. I couldn't hold on to the lighter anymore. I let go of it completely and fumbled around with my hands until I picked up the flashlight. I turned it on and pointed at the second floor. I could see a hazy circle of light illuminate the second floor passage. Oh god. That was scary. Like, that was so scary. That was a spook. That was a spook. I also should save. There was no trace of the mummy. I can't. My legs. Nami collapsed to the ground helplessly. I sat down beside her. I couldn't believe it, though. A mummy? Here in modern day Japan? It's more likely than you think. Were we just seeing things? I didn't want to scare Nami, so I decided to go check out the mummy by myself. I was scared, so I asked Nami to go and check. But no, we're going to man up and check it ourselves. I didn't want to scare Nami, so I decided to go check out the mummy by myself. Where are you going? Nami called out to me from behind. I'm going to go and find out whether or not that mummy was real. Who cares if it was real? Let's just stop. Nami was terrified. But I'm curious. And Nami, you're scared too. We need to find out the truth. We just might have mistaken it for something. It wasn't. That's true, but still. I'll be right back. I walked over to the staircase. Wait! Don't leave me alone in here. I'll go too. We returned to the door of the room we had entered before. The door had been left open. I timidly took a peek inside, but I only saw the electronic stand on the ground. There was no trace of the mummy. How strange. Ooh! It's on. The light was back on. The small stand was lit again, as well as the chandelier in the hallway. Oh, a kitty cat. Oh, a cat. A black cat had come out from under the table. Here, kitty kitty. Nami crouched down and picked it up. How strange. I look around the room. Were we just seeing things? You saw it too, Nami, right? She didn't reply. She was entirely focused on the cat. I picked up the book, which had fallen on the ground. I opened it up. It was a diary. The entry I saw was dated 6 years ago. While flipping through the pages, I suddenly found a page that was bright red. It's blood. Huh? There was nothing written on the page, and a hypercilium had been stuck there as a bookmark. It was covered in a blackish red liquid, and it's still fresh. Upon seeing the diary, Nami started to look a little green. I muttered to myself, could this be the mummy's blood? We shouldn't be looking at someone else's diary. I closed it right away. I'm going to do it to privacy, because this isn't our... We shouldn't be looking at someone else's diary. I closed it right away. Something must have happened here. Let's leave. We headed out into the hallway. The suit of armor. Oh no, this is... I keep doing the wrong toggle. This is not... This is a spook. The suit of armor that had disappeared earlier was now standing in our way. Run, I shouted as I ran. Stay with me. I felt Nami growing impatient with me as we ran. Let's do that one. Stay with me. I felt Nami growing impatient with me as we ran. I'm easily affected by the people I'm with, so I found myself in a race with Nami. We finally made it to the entrance. The door is gone! That huge door from before was missing, and its place was just a wall. What's going on here? There used to be a door here, right? Maybe we were mistaken. Maybe we got a little hasty and just happened to enter a room that only looked like the entrance hall. We might be in an entirely different area of the mansion. The mansion was huge, so it wasn't out of the question. Anyway, we've got to get out of here now. The window! The window! Oh, we just stood there, powerless. It was like the mansion could read our minds. Every single window had been closed up and shuttered. It's like the mansion ate us alive. That's when I said, I'm not gonna let myself be eaten so easily. Don't say that, you're scaring me. I'm not gonna let myself be eaten so easily. I was ready to take the offensive. Time to start exploring. Exploring? The mansion doesn't want us to leave, apparently. We might as well check the place out. I'm gonna examine every single nook and cranny, even if I don't want to. You look cooler when you're angry, Sachu. Why even bother telling me that? It's not like I can be angry 24/7. Okay, this is like it's pretty spook. Over there was Lake peeking out from behind the gaps of the wall that Nami was pointing at. Someone's gotta be in there this time. I placed my hand on the doorknob. Wait. Nami politely knocked on the door, but there wasn't any response. Are they out, I wonder? Well, I'm opening it up anyway. I pulled the door open. Whoa. Are those like will-o-wisps? I was taken aback by what I saw. It was a gathering of fiery souls. Okay, so it is will-o-wisp. That's interesting. My response was, let's get out of here. It's just some burning phosphorus that's... What is the phosphorus coming from, though? But whatever. It's just some burning phosphorus, that's all. Huh? Really? Yeah, really. I know my stuff when it comes to science. Despite saying that, I trembled as I opened the next door. Oh, it's the kitty cat. What's the big deal? It's a cat. Yeah, it is a cat, but the cat's eyes glowed in the darkness, floating through the air, even higher up than our own eyes. Turn the lights on. Nami looked around for the light switch and flipped the lights on. Oh, that's a bat. Whoa. Ah, the cat turned into a bat. Nami was scared. Then I said, no way, both a bat and a cat were there. That's all there. Okay, the bat can't carry the cat. God, let's just... No way, both a bat and a cat were there. That's all there is to it. Yeah, that's got to be it. We returned to the entrance hall. We were shocked at what we found, huh? There was a phone there. But who was phone? There was an old black phone there where the suit of armor used to be. We stared at the phone as it continued to ring. What should we do? I don't think we should just leave it unanswered, right? But, okay. I pulled the phone over to me. Sachu! Nami shouted. She lifted up the cord. The tip of it was melting and turning into smoke that drifted up into the air. It's still ringing. I thought it must be some sort of trick phone. I couldn't hold my hand back and reached it. Thought the ringing sounded like someone's... Okay, we're gonna pick up the phone. Couldn't... Who was phone? I couldn't hold my hand back. It reached for the receiver on its own. The phone seemed to have a connection, but I couldn't hear anything. Hello? 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 Suddenly, cold white air came pouring out of it. Whoa! Did it just rip off my ear? I dropped the phone without thinking, and the icy air kept pouring out. Do I still have an ear? You do. What does it look like? It's purple. The phone had stopped spraying cold air, but it was not before it had frozen the whole carpet. It was ridiculously cold. Don't touch it. It'll only make the frostbite worse. I wouldn't dare. I don't even wear glasses because I always end up snapping them in half. Nami used a handkerchief to do a quick emergency treatment. But man, I never experienced the phone to be rigged up like that. It made me feel incredibly angry. Maybe it was some sort of booby trap for any would-be robbers, or a direct line to a snow lady. As if. What? My nerves were shot. It's coming from the second floor. Alright, let's go check it out. I pulled on me. Let's do A. Alright, let's go check it out. I pulled Nami along by the hand. Here it is. It was the third door on the left on the second floor. I'm gonna open it. Okay. After opening the door and going inside, I found an ordinary looking guest room with something gleaming on the table. It's a knife! What do you got there? A knife! I don't think this is gonna end well. It had several flowers twisted around it, hyperciliums. It felt like I had just been struck with misfortune. What's wrong? I remember something unpleasant. What? The meaning of the hypercilium flowers. It's revenge. So then, this place is the mansion of revenge? Huh? The tip of the knife's blade gleamed. Throw that knife away. Nami shouted. I opened up the window and threw the knife out as far as I could into the darkness of the night. When I threw the knife out, I don't know why, but I thought to myself, I'm not going to let myself get warped in someone else's revenge. I got worried about Nami and turned to look at her. Let's do the first one. I don't know why, but I thought to myself, I'm not going to let myself get wrapped up in someone else's revenge. We checked out the second floor just to be on the safe side. Aside from the door we couldn't open with the straw nails nailed to the door, we hadn't found any trace of anyone in the house, including in the mummy's room. Okay, doll nailed to the door. Oh, that's a red flag. So there's nobody on the second floor now, right? Nami nodded. At the very least, we can say that we couldn't find any people, the mummy or the suit of armor. I decided not to dwell on that. Alright, we should try to get the seemingly unopenable door open. I started to examine the door. Hey, let's head back down, Nami said, out of the blue. Huh? I'm hungry. You are too, aren't you, Sachu? We really do need to get something to eat, you know. I looked at Nami's face, my mind a blank. Nami's not acting like herself. She wouldn't just go and take food from a stranger's kitchen. Was she saying this because she was afraid, or was it something else? Hey, Nami. What did I tell you? Nami laughed. I know you're hungry by the look on your face. No, I wouldn't say that. But my stomach was weak to the power of persuasion, and it responded appropriately. I'll go ahead, she said as she turned her back to me. Wait up. Hey, don't get a head start on me like that. I figured I'll go along with Nami for the time being. As I headed with Nami to the dining room, I thought they'd have something good to eat for sure. I hoped that they'd have something good to eat, and I'd force myself to believe they did. Let's just do the second one. I hope they have something good to eat, and I forced myself to believe they did. We set our eyes on the large refrigerator just beyond the dining room. I carefully tried opening it up. Whoa, Nami sounded happy. There was raw fish inside. We found 2 sweet fish on a large platter. Maybe they caught these in the nearby river. Seems like these were just caught, but maybe we should find the people who own this place before we eat their stuff. We can just blame it on the cat if need be. I'll have to try meowing like a cat while I eat it in that case. These actually taste better if you grill them right beside the river, though. We have to settle for the oven. I'll handle the cooking. Nami took out the plate. Whoa, what's this? Nami screamed, and the plate fell from her hands. Huh? What? The 2 fish that had fallen on the floor were all dried up. Were they dried from the start? Yeah. Up until now, they looked like they were freshly caught, though. These fish, so brown and dried out. Seeing them reminded me of the mummy. Now that I think about it, dried fish are kind of like fish mummies. I'm sorry, they're kind of like fish mummies. It's so stupid. I'm starting to question the intelligence of our main character. Like, I really am. This dude seems... It's so stupid. Now that I think about it, dried fish kind of look like fish mummies, huh? What's wrong? That look on your face is scaring me. That just now. I looked around. Did you hear that? Hear what? It sounded like a woman shrieking. I didn't hear anything. You didn't just imagine it, did you? No, I'm sure I heard it for real. It came from over there. I approached the window. It was too dark to see outside, but I had a bad feeling about what it might be. What? Wait, I'll go and take a quick look. I stepped away from the window and headed for the exit. Hold on. What are you doing? Something might have happened and I'm curious to find out. Wait for me, I'm going too. We left the dining room. Hey, hand me your lighter for a second. Yeah, this game is kind of wild. Like, I'm going into this with not knowing much outside of that. This is like what launched the sound novel genre itself, and that this is a very important game for that, and that the production value for an SNES game is very high notch. But this is seeming like a bad episode of Scooby Doo, and I'm all for it. It is pretty. I'm having fun. I'm gonna open up a can of soda right now. So sorry if you hear that, but I'm drinking some Baja Blast because I can. Okay. Let's keep going. What are you doing? Nami was holding a candlestick. Where did you find the candlestick? Where did you pick that up? Are you just picking up random shit now, Nami? It was from the dining room table. I felt a little uneasy about not having a light of my own. Thanks. Here, you can have your lighter back. Nami held the now lit candlestick and I gripped my flashlight as we walked slowly down the hall. Hey, did you really hear someone? I could see doubt in Nami's eyes as she looked at me. Yeah, it sounded like, hey. It was a long, mournful cry. Creepy. Nami frowned her bow. But why would there be shrieking like that? Could it be a burglar? A burglar? It's certainly possible. It would explain why the lights are even on when the owner isn't home. The hallway veered to the left and continued to the back of the mansion, but the hallway there was tight, and the ceiling was getting lower too. And what's more, it felt strangely gloomy there. It was like we'd veered off of the main road into some back alley. My flashlight lit up a small iron door just ahead. It came from behind that door. There's something creepy about this door, don't you think? Almost like they're conducting some sort of secret experiments in there. It was just like Nami said. The door had been painted clumsily, and almost all of that paint had fallen out, leaving the metal door entirely bright with rust. I wonder if it's open. I put my hand on the doorknob. Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. I have a